While Germany continues to sell off its massive Bitcoin position, they've been selling off hundreds of millions of dollars nearly every single day. We've seen major news come out from Goldman Sachs that is extremely bullish for RWA cryptos and potentially them getting into the RWA space by the end of the year. So if we're looking at the overall crypto market right now, there's a few key things that you need to be aware of. First of all is that we've seen Bitcoin bounce back slightly around $57,000 per coin, and Ethereum continues to hold above $3,000 per coin. In terms of technicals, there's a lot of things to be aware of. First of all is that we have seen Bitcoin have a few bullish indicators. Like I talked about in yesterday's video, we did see this massive wick right here, followed by a ton of buying pressure. Historically, that is a pretty bullish sign, could be a sign of a reversal. But at the same time, just earlier today, we saw a rally higher. We tried to see Bitcoin break back above $60,000 per coin, but it was rejected at a key resistance of around $59,500, only to come back down. So right now, we're really just trading sideways until we see a major catalyst happen. If you're bullish, you're probably expecting like news within Ethereum ETF or some news coming out from Germany, maybe that they'll stop selling their Bitcoin. And if you're bearish, you probably are thinking, well, Germany's going to sell off their entire position. We're going to see a lot happen with Mt. Gox. And these are like the two narratives really going on in the space. We don't know what's going to happen just yet, but really I'm not doing anything in terms of leverage trades until we see a confirmation one way or another. Obviously, long term, I'm still extremely bullish, but if you're looking to do a leverage trade, I would be on the sidelines right now because probably lose a lot of money. Now let's talk about what's been going on with Germany though, because one of the negative things that's been happening in the market is that German government is just continuing to sell off hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin. Earlier in the day, they sold off another $354 million of Bitcoin. They transferred just under 6,000 Bitcoin in a single day. So we're at 5,853. And if you're looking at the data, now they're officially under $1 billion of holdings. So at one time, they had around $4 billion of Bitcoin. Really just a matter of like less than a month ago, right in middle of June. Now they've sold off over $3 billion of their Bitcoin holdings and are less than $1 billion. So the good news here is that much of the sell-off is already happened. There's not really much more that you have to be worried about because it looks like they're just going to continue to sell off their position. And at this point, they've sold off enough that much of the impact is already into the market. Much of it has already been absorbed. I want to quickly interrupt today's video to bring you a word from our long-term channel partner, Margex. Margex is a cryptocurrency exchange that offers up to 100x leverage. And right now, they're having a $5 million airdrop for Hamster Combat Token. This is a limited time offer, and all you need to do to be eligible is go ahead and trade on your Margex account. So you need to have a Margex account and actively trade on it. The promotion is ending on July 14th at 12 UTC, and it's very simple to be eligible. Like I said, you just need to sign on to Margex, actively trade on the platform, and wait until the airdrop frenzy and claim your HMSTR token. So this platform is a cryptocurrency exchange that I've been talking about on the channel for years. They have the ability to use perpetual futures with up to 100x leverage. They have the ability to do spot crypto trading as well. And they have dozens and dozens of different cryptocurrency trading pairs to pick from. So make sure to go ahead and use my link in the description. Sign up for Margex if you haven't already, and make sure you start trading so you can be eligible for this $5 million airdrop that ends on July 14th at 12 UTC. Anyways, let's get back to the program. Now let's talk about what's been going on, what major institutions and analysts are saying about what's going on with Germany and the negative news that's been happening recently. So if we're looking at what they're saying, we can see that major analysts and institutions are saying, look, the Bitcoin price decline on Germany, Mt. Gox, and miner sell pressure may be overblown. And they're saying, look, recent blockchain movements sparked irrational fears, offering a buying opportunity for investors. And according to NYDIG, they said, while emotions and psychology may rule over the short term, our analysis suggests that the price impact from potential selling may be overblown. We aren't oblivious to the fact that other factors may be at play here, but it is reasonable to think that the rational investor may find this an interesting opportunity created by irrational fears. Even if all of these different selling situations occurred, if we saw Mt. Gox, if we saw Germany sell off all their Bitcoin really all at once, the price decline for Bitcoin really shouldn't have been as much as we have seen. So really it's just a lot of fear driving the market right now. They said if it was a stock situation with a similar amount of selling pressure, we wouldn't have seen this big of a drop. But there's a lot of emotions in crypto. People get very worried when we start to see prices drop at certain levels. And so because of this, we had seen a lot of fear. So they said, look, based on the current prices, it looks like things are probably oversold. We're probably going to see, a bit of a rally. And they're saying if you're looking at current positions, it could present a major opportunity for you to get involved. Now let's talk about some other good news, because recently we saw Goldman Sachs. A new rumor came out that Goldman Sachs is going to launch 3 new tokenization products by the end of this year. This is going to include an RWA marketplace and will focus on the United States in Europe. And this is a major development, because according to this report, it says they're preparing to launch 3 new tokenization products later this year, following a major uptick in interest from clients in crypto. And this is something that is very important, because RWA cryptos are one of the hottest topics, one of the hottest sectors in the crypto space. BlackRock has talked a lot about RWA, how they see it as a potential $10-12 trillion market over the next couple of years. And so now that we're seeing Goldman Sachs also talk this bullish about RWA, it makes sense to hold RWA cryptos in your portfolio. I own a number of different RWA cryptos, and we could do a whole video on them, but one of my favorites, it hasn't launched a token just yet, is like Lingo. Lingo is a major player in the space. So just something to keep an eye out on, especially with what's going on in the market, because if Goldman Sachs and BlackRock are to launch, major tokenization products, that is a sign of a lot of money coming into the space. Now I want to switch gears a bit and talk about a couple of meme coins. And the first one I want to go over is Solciety, because we've talked about this in a video in the past. I did a whole entire video breaking it down, but Solciety, they're currently in their pre-sale. They've raised around, $800,000 to $900,000. And this is a project that is already followed by some big names in the crypto space like Fabry Crypto. But the cool thing about this project, and why I'm doubling down on it, is because they're taking advantage of politics and memes. And if you're looking at it, they have a number of giveaways that are always going on in their community, which you can easily participate in. But with them combining politics and memes in an election year, I think it is very important to be a part of a project like this, because if you go ahead and look on their website, it is very simple to go about actually participating in the pre-sale. You could just go right here and generating memes. If you click on Meme Maker, you simply can click random. You could have political based memes, you could have news, you could have just general memes. It's very simple and easy to take part in this project and generate memes. So I think with them making it so easy to post a political meme over on X, I think they're going to gain a lot of attention as we continue to line up to the US election, because during election times, social media is filled with political content, and combining that with what's going on in the crypto space with meme coins, I think it is a perfect time to be doubling down on this position. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on this, because they're always doing some competitions, they're always having giveaways, and right now seems like to me the ideal time to be part of Solciety. The last thing I do want to go over is going to be with ChainGPT. So ChainGPT has had a bit of a correction recently, along with the rest of the market. You could see it is down around 50% over the last 3 months, like many other altcoins. But the thing about ChainGPT is that during the last week, they had some major developments take place. One of which is that they did recently announce their major partnership with Solana. So they integrated Solana, and so now ChainGPT Pad is now integrating with Solana. This is important because now there's going to be Solana projects on ChainGPT Pad. There's going to be faster, lower transaction costs for IDOs. There's going to be seamless integration with Phantom, and this is going to open the door up to a number of other partnerships and IDOs for ChainGPT. In addition to this, they had another announcement recently with Nuclei Data. They announced this partnership, and Nuclei Data is really in the artificial intelligence space. Them working with ChainGPT is going to be major. Trust Wallet featured them on their blogs. We also saw KuCoin gave them a shout out, and like many other major developments that are taking place, even when the market was having this major correction. So seeing this, I've been continuing to double down on my ChainGPT holdings, holdings. I own right around $50,000 or so of ChangeGPT right now in my MetaMask wallet. So we'll keep an eye out on this, but this is a project that I continue to be very bullish on, because if you're bullish on artificial intelligence, really ChangeGPT is at the center of artificial intelligence in the crypto space.